Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. The latest content at FC26 shows that companies are willing to pay to be shown inside of FC26. It's been happening for a couple of years, like video boards showing ads for different businesses, but now it's a part of our content, and it was rather good content that we had yesterday related to a couple of SBCs and an objective and an upcoming live event, all branded around a certain company. I want to have a little conversation about that today and how that might shape the future of this game, because EA is making official announcements about it, and there's more companies that are wanting to show themselves inside of this game. EA is going for the bag, I guess, but does it actually mean good content for us? I'll talk about that. And of course, we got to keep preparing for Ultimate Team of the Season. Guys, prices are starting to drop as expected. Some of these Team of the Season cards that we're hoping are in Ultimate Tots are starting to drop on the market, but there's an investment that we mentioned in yesterday's video that I'm going to double down on today, because I think all of us can make coins in the next 2 weeks with this easy pickup. Also, today's content on Tuesday shouldn't bring super crazy things to this game, but there's going to be a new 91 plus tots player pick, most likely with La Liga tots inside of it, and maybe a new Evo that isn't just a chain evolution. Let's discuss. Guys, if you're excited for this one, drop a thumbs up in the video, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. Now, we're going to start with that yesterday content that's not actually in SBC's evolutions or objectives, but some price ranges were updated yesterday, including live cards. Jadon Sancho and, of course, the Villa team are playing tomorrow in the Europa League final, and this card now has a max price range of 1.2 million coins. Guys, these road to the final prices are just getting out of control. If you would like to sell in the hype, be my guest. 900k for this card is wild. Yes, he can go to a 96 if they win, but you guys are going to know I'm going to say sell in the hype for all of this. This card might go a little bit higher as we head into the game tomorrow, but of course, it's always the smartest thing to do to sell in the hype. Also, yesterday we had some upgrades for fantasy cards. Of course, winners of different cups, like the Salma Paralluelo card, got a third playstyle plus and 2 base playstyle yesterday. Semenyo and Reinders and Yaya Toure as well got the same boost. This Semenyo card actually has 13 total playstyles, 3 playstyle pluses and 10 base playstyles, making him one of the most unique cards in the game with that many playstyles. They're not all the best per se. He does have Whipped Pass and Relentless as a part of that card, but he got Trickster First Touch and the Finesse Plus yesterday, which is why he is now extinct at a price of 800,000 coins. The card that I had invested in for this, Reinders, got Intercept Plus and a couple of other decent playstyles, but he actually didn't go up too much on the market. Yaya got Tiki Taka Plus. That was a pretty good boost for him. So those upgrades are still out there. We just wish EA would upgrade the cards that have clinched the league title. We're talking about that Joao Cancelo that so many of us would love to see boost up with a third playstyle plus and 2 base playstyles. Well, I've already given him pinged pass, but he's due another playstyle plus and 2 bases. So EA, come on now, give those upgrades out. Now, let's talk about yesterday's evolutions content and get into the actual content that dropped in game. We have another great chain evo once again. I know I'm a little tired of chain evos, maybe this much tired of chain evos, but when they're this good and giving stats up to 94 in game, I'm a fan. Max 89 for the Elite Link Up Evo is amazing for a passing boost. Vision and short passing +9 up to 94. This is amazing. If you've got 89 rated cards like this, Eden Hazard, you can boost up his passing to 90 there. He goes to 94 short pass and 94 vision, and you're good to go there. That makes this card a whole bunch more usable. This might be really helpful if you haven't actually put somebody into the Tots career path, build your own Tots evolution that is out right now, because maybe that's a max 89 rated player like this Odebert here that you're wanting to boost. That maxes out his vision and short passing there, making his passing stat better on the card, maybe giving him a better passing stat after you put him through the Evo as well. So great evolution there. Absolutely love it. And like I mentioned in the intro, I think there might be a legit evolution that's coming soon, like one that boosts all the stats on a card, because we got some cards moving on the market. So we'll be talking about that later today. Now, let's get into the SBC content where that branded hashtag ad content was yesterday. But first, our new upgrade player picks and packs. We have the 81 plus pick that returned, the 80 plus 5 of 10, which came back as well. Nothing too much to say about these. I'm really not doing too many of them except the 5 of 10 80 pluses every day, just with the gold commons that I have from the club. We also have the premium La Liga league upgrades. Now, of course, this is just La Liga in these player picks. It takes 11 rare golds. You're getting commons and rares back. But guys, the 83 plus picks are just the move. It's similar to last week with Ligue 1. The 82 plus picks last week were the move. I think the 83 pluses this week are the move. So put your commons into the Tots Crafting, the regular Tots Crafting SBC, and then put your rares into that 83 plus player pick. And if you need some motivation, guys, yesterday I hit the jackpot from those 83 plus picks. I hit a Fede Valverde. This card is very solid. I'm only 8 games in of Weekend League to using him. We are 8-0, crazily enough, but he's been very solid. I need to use him for more games to really get a feel for the card, but still shocked to have a card. 1.2 million coins now. He's 1.4 mil. That technically is my second best pack pull of team of the season from an 83 plus player pick. So guys, make sure you're hitting those with all the gold rares that you can get. I finally hit a big dub from the upgrade packs. Again, before that, Fudala was my best pull, and she was a red pick. So I'm super happy to have Fede Valverde. No Bruiser Plus or boxing gloves for him, but you know, those jokes can probably go by the wayside now. It's been long enough. Now, let's take a look at yesterday's player SBC, which you might have already seen in my team as well. Guys, yesterday we finally had the Caroline Graham Hansen SBC. She is 6 squads, 2 90s, 2 89s, an 87, and an 88. I don't think that's that expensive. This is a very good card in game. Through 8 games of Foot Champs already, I did this SBC, plugged and played her into the team. She has got 12 goals, only 1 assist, but the left stick dribbling on this card is crazy. I know she has bad balance and bad reactions and composure, and that's going to turn a lot of people away from this card. But this is a perfect example of an item that plays above her stats in game. There's just something different about Caroline Graham Hansen with her build in game, just her card, the way that it's just set up. Maybe it's because she's got a very high base gold rating, and her base gold card at the beginning of the year is always one of the top 5 cards that people want to use. The 5-star, 5-star, the play styles that she has, her technical dribbling is nuts. The finesses, which I'm even scoring on the left foot most of the time, because she's cutting in from the right, are going in the back of the net like crazy. And guys, honestly though, the left stick dribbling is just nuts. So I can't say enough good things about this card. I know we have big SBCs that are probably incoming with Ultimate Tots. So if you want to save your fodder, go ahead and do it. But that card is very, very good. She is thumbs up on Footbin. Well, she's 50-50, actually. I thought my thumbs up there may sway the vote, but it doesn't. The card itself, oh, thumbs down. 560 thumbs down to 432 thumbs up. Interesting. I know that I'm really excited about the Vicky Lopez and this Graham Hansen both. I'm going to get the Vicky Lopez done here for the rest of my Foot Champs games. I've got 3 of the 6 segments done for her. But, I mean, man, that Hansen card is fantastic. So that's another one from this week of Team of the Season that is a good price, that is a fun card, and that is genuinely good in game. Now, let's get to the branded content, kind of the main point of today's video that I want to talk with you guys about. Actually, might be kind of hard to find one of the SBCs right now because EA had to remove it because it's messed up. But we are talking about the Visa content that was dropped yesterday. Like, yes, Visa, the credit card company, right? First of all, we have the Visa upgrade, which gives an 84x7 pack. This is not new. We've had a Visa upgrade before. It's nothing super crazy, just an 83 rated squad for a nice little pack. WSBC, we take it. But the Jorge Campos SBC is the one that everybody's talking about right now on this game. And I have completed this SBC. He is in the club. Guys, he is a 9 goal in gang, which means 90 plus in every single stat category on his card. He's a 9 goal in gang goalkeeper. I don't know if that's ever happened before. 3 playstyle pluses. He has every goalkeeping playstyle plus the long ball. He's 3-star, 4-star. Yes, he's only 5'7", but for 7,000 coins, he's literally an 83 rated squad. Like, that's the cheapest 92 rated card in the game. You got to do this SBC. Like, EA has given us no reason to not do this card. Now, a couple interesting things with this. First of all, he did not get a reactions boost if you take a look at his card compared to his ultimate Scream striker, position change, shapeshifter type card. I know this is different because it is striker, but he's got 90 reactions. The goalkeeper base card has got 88 reactions as well. But again, who even cares about that? At the very least, this is a 92 rated fodder card that you're doing for an 83 squad, and it is straight up cool. Now, as you see, I have it in my club right now on the reserves because his card is glitched, and if you're going for this SBC in-game right now, you're not going to find it because he is actually glitched in game. If you put him into your starting 11, it'll literally, when you back out, it'll kick you out. It'll say there's an error connecting to the game. I honestly think the error with this card is the league that he is connected to. A very interesting thing with this card is his league is shown as the Partners League. There's no other cards in this game that have the Partners League on them. He's a hero, so I don't know why he has another league in addition to being a hero, because that's how heroes work, right? They're like part of the hero league, they get hero chemistry, but this card is a part of the Partners League, which is really, really interesting. A lot of people are asking, what is the Partners League? Well, we don't know for sure, but my guess is it might just be cards that are associated with brands that are partners with EA. Like, what is that symbol for the Partners League? Like, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe EA will tell us, maybe they won't. If you go into the club search and you look for the Partners League, it is here. If I go into, not there, if I go into League and search alphabetical and you scroll down, you can click on Partners League. It's right there. But if you click on it in search, it'll give you an error message. I think that is why this card does not work in game. And EA, of course, have not figured out how to fix it yet, because this is going on about 12 hours after content now, and he is still not able to be put into squad. So that's the issue with this one. They have said that they will provide an update when available, which means they're probably going to re-release the SBC when available. Kind of funny that Visa, who is a part of this SBC as well, we'll look at the connected objective. There's a point to the Visa SBC for Campos and for the 84x7 pack. It's kind of funny though that Visa has like done this hashtag ad with EA, and there's a brand activation going on here, and then EA messed it up with a card that doesn't actually work. I do find that kind of funny. Now, let me go to objectives, and again, this is going to be a bit of a maybe put on your glasses or dim your phone screen or your screen when you're watching this because it's very bright, but this is the objective. Woo, a lot of blue. This is the objective that correlates with either of those SBCs. The Visa Tap-In Qualifier. Tap into the Visa Live event, which is an upcoming live event, by completing one of the two challenges. So they give us the Jorge Campos SBC, and they give us the Visa Upgrade, both of which, if you get done, you know, you want to get done because they're cheap, but if you complete one of them, you get an 83x3, and you kind of unlock the ability to play in the Visa Tap-In Qualifier. So if you go to live events, you'll notice there's a live event scheduled for 2 weeks from now called the Visa Tap-In event. Join this event by completing the qualifier objective and earn exclusive rewards. It is a long-range game mode with short matches, so we do not know the objective rewards that are going to be a part of this yet, but since you do the Visa SBC or the Campos, you unlock it. Very interesting. This is the first ever SBC objective and new live event combination of a brand kind of collabing with EA. Now, this isn't a surprise. We've already seen a Visa upgrade earlier on this year. We've seen other brands like Lowe's, Crunchyroll, State Farm, and others already have like activations with EA in the game. But this looks like it's something that is going to continue to grow more than just showing the names on the ad boards, right? That's what we've seen so far. And in this past year, we've seen more and more of the State Farm kits, all these different types of kits, free packs being given out. There was a Peacock pack, right, that was dropped earlier in the year. But just literally 2 weeks ago, EA and Visa launched a multi-year partnership across EA Sports. This is going to go into FC. A part of the objective reward that we get is the kits as well, for the Visa kits. So there's that. It said in here that there's going to be limited time challenges, in-game rewards. In college football, there's going to be stuff to unlock in-game. But this is just a whole part of a new, I guess, brand activation move that EA is trying to make to monetize their game. I think we have to get used to this, right? We've already been seeing it. EA's going for the bag. That's basically how it feels with these brands that are coming in. I guess it's smart business from EA, but it kind of feels a bit, I don't know, shady to us, for those of us who look at the way EA do things and like, nah, man, this sucks. Like, why is EA doing it? It just looks like they're in it for the money, which it does. But also, when I think about this sort of content, it can't be that bad. Because if you think about it, the brand that's being associated with whatever content's being released in game is not going to make the content want to make the content fall flat. They're going to want the content to be good, right? Good packs, good SBC players, fun, engaging stuff, right? Maybe good rewards from this qualifier live event. Like imagine your Visa and EA drops like an 82 plus single player pack for playing 10 games in a live event. That's not going to be good, right? So EA is going to be incentivized with these brands to actually drop good content when they do collabs. So actually looking forward to these branded activations might be something that we end up liking because it brings good content, if you know what I'm saying. There's actually another activation that has just been talked about. I saw a couple of tweets yesterday between EA and another company. Domino's is going to be randomly surprising FC26 players by giving away free pizzas. On Fridays between this Friday and June 5th, they're going to award unique promo codes in-game for pizza. Like, this is crazy, bro. And I know that I'm giving these guys free promo right now, but I don't care because this is so interesting that this game is getting to this point and the EA is getting to this point with these companies that they're selling space inside the game. These companies are paying EA to advertise inside of our game. It's pretty wild. Also, I mean, hey, if you want to get involved in this pizza thing, again, this is not a hashtag ad. Like, they are not telling me to say this. I'm just saying, hey, you might win some free pizzas. So check out Domino's website, I guess, for that one. But it's just a really interesting way that this game is moving. Like I said, on one side of things, I feel like, oh man, EA's going for the bag. And that, in one way just kind of makes it seem like EA, as they always are. So it feels a little bit scummy. But on the other side, I'm thinking, whenever we get this branded content, especially if it's going to be more and more involved, like before we just had kits or a pack. Now we have a pack, a player SBC that's actually pretty unique and pretty sick, and a live event with maybe decent rewards tied to it. I think the rewards are actually going to end up being pretty good because who wants bad content related to their advertisement happening in this game? It's a wild world that we are living in, and this game just continues to surprise. I even think about the future, right? FC27, the open world concept that a lot of people are talking about. There's leaks and stuff about that have been posted. That's going to be a main point of FC27. Think about like walking around in an open world mode and you've got branded things in those modes. Like, it just makes sense for where companies could actually try to advertise inside of the game. But again, maybe it's my business mind just like diving into things here and thinking about it so much. It's wild to think about a company paying for an ad spot inside of a virtual video game. But yeah, a lot of people are going to see it and it may influence some decisions and maybe spur some purchases. So that's what advertising is all about. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments what you think about that. I just found that really interesting and I wanted to discuss it today. Now, speaking of money, let's talk in-game currency. Let's talk investing because we have a very good investment opportunity right now for any budget, especially based on what we talked about in yesterday's video relating to Ultimate Team of the Season. We talked about maybe investing in Team of the Season cards because during Ultimate Tots, there's not going to be as many of those fodder Tots cards in packs. I want to double down on this. Investing in Team of the Seasons right now at 15,000 coins, especially if they're 93 rated, is a must. I'm starting to fill up my transfer list with these cards because over the next week or two, theoretically, there is going to be less Team of the Season cards in packs, but there's still going to be a lot of SBCs. Maybe the end of an era that we haven't seen too many leaks for. Maybe some other upgrade packs, right? During Ultimate Tots, we normally see some of the biggest and best upgrade packs, and a lot of them require Team of the Season cards or Team of the Weeks, right? And that could make these cards go up. Just a reference back to last year in FC25, how we saw Team of the Seasons move. Here's a 93 rated Tullis Joyce from 16,000 coins on the day that Ultimate Tots dropped to 23K 1 week later. Now, of course, this may not work the exact same as it did last year, but if these cards go from 15 to 16K up to 25,000 coins in the next 2 weeks, that's an amazing investment for a short-term hold. And I think it could happen again, right? Tots cards have maintained higher prices. EA is going for higher rated SBC segments because of the very low prices of fodder, and we're at very low prices right now. If you take a look at the 89s down at 3K again, 88s are under 2,000 coins. Fodder prices are super cheap, so theoretically they should be releasing more 90, 91 rated squads to keep those prices up on SBCs while not releasing 20 squads for one singular SBC. That's why I think this is a good investment. The only way that EA keep TOTS prices from rising would be dropping more TOTS cards and packs for Ultimate Team of the Season, dropping lower rated TOTS cards, or a tradable TOTS pack of some sort in SBCs or in objectives that is multiple times repeatable. And even then, TOTS prices will probably move up on the market a little bit because we have tradable Team of the Week packs that have been in SBCs before, and Team of the Week prices will still go up on the market. So kind of summarizing that all, I like the 93 and the 92 rated TOTS cards at 15,000 coins for an investment for the next couple of days. Now, what I don't like still is the higher rated cards that are likely to get in Ultimate TOTS. I'm glad we talked about this yesterday because prices are starting to drop, and they're probably going to continue to drop over the next few days. I mean, take a look at a card like Yildiz. He started the day yesterday at 2 mil, went all the way down to 1.6 where he is now. On Sunday, he was 2 mil as well. You take a look at even Jonathan Todd. This is a card that we've been watching a lot in the past couple of weeks. He was yesterday between 750 all the way down to 680, back up to 760 again, back down to 645 at the moment. It just seems like less and less people are wanting to buy these cards. Still, they have some fluctuations, but I think as we looked at last year's graphs and just looking at the market right now, the market is losing steam. People are not buying as many of these Team of the Season cards heading into Ultimate TOTS. They're being more careful and cautious because they know that a lot of these are going to get re-released. And so the prices kind of follow that trend, and they're starting to go down. Look at Harry Kane, 2.9 mil still for this card there. It's happening, to impact the impacts cards too. Look at Valverde, 1.2. He was 1.4 yesterday. And Mbappe, Team of the Season now is 11 mil. He was 14 yesterday. There's still some good fluctuations on these cards, but overall, they are dropping a lot, and I'm really starting to take a backseat from trading with these at the moment. Trading with some out-of-packs cards, sure. Flip those, absolutely get involved with some of those trades. Maybe even an out-of-packs Team of the Season that's a lower rated. A 92, 93, 94 rated TOTS card that you can find for a Team of the Season that's going to be moving up and down, that's like useful in teams. That's still a card you could trade with. It's the 95 pluses that you really don't want to mess with. Barcola yesterday hit 104 and reached the high price of 118 at one point. He's 112 right now. Not a lot of profit there, but maybe find another card, maybe an Endrick here, or go back to like Premier League Team of the Season, and you might be able to find a card that you could be trading with just on the daily fluctuations that doesn't have really a risk of getting into Ultimate Team of the Season. But we still, speaking of Ultimate TOTS, do not have much news about the promo. No leaks about end of an era SBCs, no leaks about players that are getting re-released in Ultimate TOTS, but once we start to get news of that, of course, that's going to impact the market as well, and you're going to see player prices drop. And still, another reason to invest in fodder would be those end of an era cards. If we see end of an era Salah leaked, I would almost guarantee you that's going to make some Team of the Season card prices move up a little bit, some higher rated ones, and maybe even some like 89 and 90 rated prices move up a little bit as well, because people are just going to be thinking about how many squads that Salah might be or how high rated the squads for that Salah might be. Yet so many people will still be super interested in that SBC, including myself. So we await the leaks there because it's not confirmed. But when it comes to leaks, I think we're going to have a good Evo today. Let's talk about Tuesday content. Guys, we've had so many of these kind of just chain evolutions over the past few days. Of course, we have the TOTS career path that's going on right now. And on Friday, we had the total football Evo that was really, really solid. But it's been a lot of chains Evos since then. There's some movements on the market, and I've heard some rumors just circling around on the interwebs that there might be a winger Evo that is incoming. Max 89 rated. Cards like this Jorginho have been moving up a little bit in price on the market. I mean, he was in the low 600s yesterday, upwards of 680 now. Max 89 it would seem to be. I'm going to assume that's a free Evo as well. So just kind of keep an eye out for cards in your club that are 89 rated that might be fitting an Evo like that. If it's right wing or left wing, my Ronaldinho is just getting put into chain evolutions right now, and we are waiting for a chance to boost that card up to another level. If I go take a look at Max 89, right wings in my club, I will see Odobert here, Trincao into the call card. Di Maria, I mean, he's got the SBC, so that would be super good for him. Esteval, who didn't make the World Cup squad. Can we talk about that for a second? Just a side note, Neymar making the Brazil World Cup squad. Holy smokes. Content, man. That is absolute content. I'm so glad that he's in there just for the football fandom of being able to watch Neymar, Messi, and Ronaldo be at the World Cup. Who knows if he's going to play a lot, but he's going to be there. He's going to see the pitch probably at some point. That is going to be fantastic. So super exciting there. But anyways, watch out for an Evo leak today, maybe about right wing, left wing sort of attacker situations there. That's the first part of Tuesday content that I want to discuss. Second part is going to be one of our favorite player picks each week. The 91 plus TOTS player pick is expiring today. That would be the League One player pick that's expiring. Replacing this should be the La Liga 91 plus, which will be a very, very good chance at packing better team of the season cards. Of course, the 91 pluses in the past couple of weeks, a lot of you guys have been telling me after a TOTS team goes out of packs is the best chance and the best way to get some of the biggest pulls. Like a lot of you guys in the last 2 days were still telling me, Nate, I packed Vitinha. Nate, I packed Dembele. I packed Nuno Mendes. I packed Zaire Emery from that week 4 player pick that's expiring today that gives the League One cards. So La Liga coming out with those player picks today, 91 plus, could be a very good SBC to be hitting during the next couple of days. So watch out for that one. Again, for the fodder, you need 86, 87, and 87 rated squads for that. Shouldn't be super expensive, but will take a little bit of effort. Also for today on Tuesday, we've got our whole top row of SBCs released now with Guedes, Hansen, Vicky Lopez, Alvarez. All we're missing is Gonçalves. So watch out for that card. He does look very good. We've got Gonçalves. I think Borja Iglesias has not been released yet. There's still a number of names here that have not been released, but Gonçalves is the main one that we are still yet to see. And then a couple other small things today, like maybe a new weekly rush point situation refreshing as well, but really not a whole lot to discuss on that front. And again, we'll continue to wait and see. Are EA going to drop more surprises in terms of hashtag ads and brand partnerships and sponsored deals inside of this game? Such a wild thing to be talking about inside of Ultimate Team, where you collect player cards, build your team, and then use them in game. What this game has evolved to in terms of all the things going on inside of it is crazy. And that's one of the things that I think EA need to get better at in FC 27. I know we're talking about that. We're going to talk about some more FC 27 things still this week, but I think they need to just bring back the simplicity in some things. I think that's one of the things that is making people not enjoy this much, myself included, not enjoy parts of FC 26, making it feel repetitive, making it feel like it's just the same thing over and over in terms of the weekly promos on Fridays, the new content coming out, getting leaked ahead of time. I do think leaks are a big part of that, and we're getting into a deeper conversation that I really want to get into, but I think having some surprise factor and changing things up and making some things more simple. You know, we think about the nostalgia days on FIFA where a team of the week was enough to make us excited. Like, I think there's a way that they can maybe take a step back in terms of content just a little bit and still have us have a lot of fun in this game. So those are my couple last closing thoughts there for the leaks that we have at the moment and the state of the game at the moment. I'm definitely excited for Ultimate Team of the season. I wouldn't say I'm going to save a whole bunch of packs for it, but we are going to hit the upgrade packs hard. And if there are big player SBCs like End of an Eras that are out, we will be there for those. Let's open a La Liga TOTS pack guaranteed. Oof. Never mind. Let's pretend we did not open that. Yeah, wow, 90 rated. Okay, we have an 83 times 15, and that'll be the last pack of the video today. Make sure you get some Team of the Seasons in your transfer list, in your club. Make sure you stock a couple of those, all right? 100%. That's a very risk-free investment. The only thing that EA could do to cook that would be releasing a whole bunch of tradable TOTS cards, which I don't see very possible. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments what you think about this whole Visa promo, Visa content. Again, the content's good, but what's it mean for future ads? And can EA please fix that Campos card? I know he's 5'7" and a goalkeeper, but he's probably going to be good, and it at least is cool. And this wasn't leaked as well, speaking of stuff that wasn't leaked. So WEA for not leaking that. Anyways, I will see you guys in the stream today. Have a happy Tuesday. I'll catch you there on Twitch or here on YouTube. It's been Nate, TheFutAccountant. See you later. Peace out.